Part 27. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 261. Chapter 261 Third Master's First Love Affair. At Lanchin Villa, Goosey I didn't sleep all night. There was an emergency in Jidao last night, and 3 people disappeared mysteriously. Goosey I mobilized Zhang Junlin's guards to track them down, but there is no news so far. She has been praying all night not to kill anyone. After all, it was her who gave the order and she must be responsible. Unlike Zhang Junlin, she has been hard-hearted for a long time and is a little tired after staying up all night. There is no end to the work. The final exam for your medical school is a sure field. Don't you need to review? Qinhuan asked. I have a solid foundation and don't need to improvise. It's okay, I'll fight for the best. Awesome, Qinhuan shook his head. Our National Defense Information College is also a sure field when it comes to final exams. If you have good grades and outstanding performance, you can directly choose the department, otherwise you will wait for the department to choose you. Are your graduation arrangements arranged uniformly? Generally, after a PhD graduate, every department is rushing to get one. It depends on your choice. If you have a bachelor's degree, the department you can get into will be in a lower priority. If you don't obey the transfer, you will find a job on your own. Qinhuan said. Which university should I go to in our department? The factories are all very popular, and the annual salary starts at 1 million. Some people are not willing to join the establishment and get a salary of just over 10,000 yuan a month. Then why did you choose National Defense Information? The master chose it. Qinhuan spread his hands. I will obey the adjustment. Brother chose it. Goosey I chuckled and couldn't help but ask, then do you like it? It doesn't matter, Qinhuan said carefreely, our line of work is destined to be short-lived. It doesn't matter what we choose. Liking is a luxury. Wherever you need it, I will go. Because of Dr. North, Goosey I naturally had some closeness to Qinhuan. How could it be short-lived? You are in the dark and don't show your face. Qinhuan covered her mouth and smiled softly. The little white flower's smile was particularly pitiful. Goosey I, the master's cronies don't live long, so he likes to choose some desperados. Coincidentally, she is a typical desperado. Then why are you willing? I have no parents, no brothers or sisters, no close friends, no worries, nothing to worry about, and it's enough to live a vigorous life. She blinked her eyes brightly and brightly. Life and death are destiny, wealth and honor are in heaven, so don't worry too much. Goosey I chuckled, you're not much different from your previous life. What? Goosey I shook his head, it's nothing, I'm really tired after staying up all night. Can you sleep? Goosey I shook her head. She still had to wait for news, so she would definitely not be able to sleep. I can't sleep either. Let's go play basketball together and stretch our muscles. They are young and energetic. Even though they are tired after staying up all night, they are not sluggish. Goosey I also had this intention. She had not exercised for a month. She took the phone and sent a text message to Lu Ziwen. Goosey I, third brother, I'm very busy today. I passed the final exam and I have to review. I'll see you tomorrow. After she put down her phone, she took a basketball and went out with Qinhuan. This basketball was given to Goosey by Lu Ziwen. There was a basketball court in the community, and the children were all sleeping in, so it was empty. Goosey I and Qinhuan played basketball. Qinhuan is a secretly recruited agent. She has special training every winter and summer vacation. Although I feel sorry for her when she looks like a little white flower, she is really a king flower at the core. They are both flexible and powerful, and Goosey I is not bad either. The two of them had a great time playing on the basketball court. A beautiful three-point shot, Goosey I whistled. Qinhuan gave her a thumbs up. One is shooting and the other is blocking. The two are playing back and forth, inseparable, sometimes jumping and high-fiving, sometimes clapping and praising, becoming a beautiful scenery in the community. Lu Ziwen stood silently by the basketball court and looked at Gu Si. The final exam is here, do you want to review? Very busy. This is what is called busy. He stood here, watching her play basketball for half an hour, smiling like a flower, youthful and lively. She seemed to be calm and Yandere in front of him. He has never seen Gu Si smile so brightly, just like an ordinary college student playing basketball with his best friend one morning, wanton, sunny, bright and brilliant. Li Jiang stood aside, his eyes on his nose on his heart, not daring to say a word, silently thinking in his heart, Miss Gu Si, please look back. The third master stood there for half an hour. This is what you call review homework? Xiao Si, third master stood by the basketball court and watched you for half an hour. After Gu Si made a beautiful three-pointer, Qin Wan said with a smile. Gu Si turned her head and saw Lu Ziwen leaning against the tree and looking at her. The distance was a bit far away, and there were also people in the community watching. After Gu Si glanced over, he didn't pay much attention, and he didn't notice that it was Lu Ziwen. Mainly because in her impression, Lu Ziwen was still lying down recovering from his injuries, how could he possibly move around? Lu Ziwen. Gu Si was so happy that she forgot about her lies. Like a lark, she flew up to Lu Ziwen and looked at him in surprise. Can you get out of bed? Lu Ziwen was wearing a white sweater, a black coat, and a scarf. His face was still a little pale and he couldn't hide his sick look, but he stood firmly. He looked at Gu Si and ran towards him. All the unhappiness disappeared instantly. Her eyes were filled with winter light, so brilliant that it seemed like he was her only direction. At that moment, Lu Ziwen heard the sound of his heart beating. He pulled Gu Si, leaned against the tree trunk, and kissed her suddenly. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, and the light and shadow fell on them like a beautiful picture. In the distance, someone is whistling. Li Jiang was stunned. The third master actually kissed Miss Gu Si so eagerly in public? You say it's a character design? I won't believe it even if I beat him to death. The character of San Shao is not like this. Gu Si didn't expect Lu Ziwen to kiss her, but she enjoyed the long-lost intimacy and felt his strong emotions. His hand gently rubbed the back of her neck, with a strong hint. Gu Si couldn't help but get closer to him. Not far away, a high school boy sliding by on a skateboard whistled. Li Jiang coughed desperately, almost like a tuberculosis cough. Lu Ziwen reluctantly let go of Gu Si, the corners of his eyes reddened with desire. Gu Si's eyes had a layer of moisture, reflecting the lingering romance of spring flowers and autumn moon. Lu Ziwen's ears burned again, red to the point of bleeding. He stared at Gu Si's red and swollen lips from being kissed, and just wanted to kiss them again. He held her hand and walked towards Lanshan Villa. His pace was a little hurried, as if he was rushing for something. Gu Si asked a few times, have you had breakfast? Lu Ziwen didn't even answer. Where is Ziyu? Lu Ziwen's voice was hoarse. He went to Chen Liangdong's house to spend the weekend. Lu Ziwen hummed and said no more. After entering Lanshan Villa, he slammed the door and locked Li Jiang out. Jiang. Inside the door, Lu Ziwen pushed Gu Si against the door and kissed her again. End of this chapter. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 262. Chapter 262 Explosion of Acting Skills. Gu Si was surprised, but she didn't reject him. When it comes to love between men and women, men are indeed self-taught. Gu Si was kissed until her whole body went limp, and she clung to him softly, exhaling like blue. It deepened Lu Ziwen's animal desires. Gu Si temporarily forgot that his hand was still fractured, and accidentally touched it. The severe pain interrupted Lu Ziwen's hot passion. Gu Si fell limp to the ground. The two of them leaned against each other and breathed ambiguously, one more painful than the other. Embarrassed. Does it hurt? Lu Ziwen regained his composure, and his pain slowly subsided. As soon as his gaze touched Gu Si's eyes, another wave of burning heat came out. In a closed space, alone, a man and a woman, it was too easy to make a fire. It doesn't hurt anymore. For the first time, Lu Ziwen felt that his voice was so urgent. He forced himself to change the subject. Have you had breakfast? No. Have you eaten? Without. Both of them were silent. They didn't know why, but they were a little nervous and shy. Especially Gu Si, whose face was also hot. She even laughed at Lu Ziwen, why his ears turned red all the time. It turned out that she wasn't that good either. Where to go? She glanced at Lu Ziwen somewhere, then looked away with a blushing face, and hurriedly said, I'll make breakfast. Gu Si went upstairs, took a combat shower, changed into home clothes and went downstairs. Lu Ziwen had already gone to the study downstairs. Gu Si was shocked when she remembered that the computer in her study was full of information. Waiting for her when he went downstairs in a panic, he remembered that before going out, she had locked the computer and could not open it without the password. Lu Ziwen just wanted to take a look at the books on the bookshelf. Seeing her slightly panicked face, he raised his eyebrows and said, What's wrong? Is there something there? I can't see it. Gu Si braked in an emergency and smiled calmly, You do whatever you want, I'll make breakfast. Lu Ziwen came downstairs to avoid Gu Si. He felt that he was too out of control and needed to calm down. When he looked at Gu Si, he couldn't calm down, so he could only hide in the study downstairs. Looking at the dark room where Gu Si planned to imprison him, his out-of-control passion and reason slowly returned. He is getting more and more out of control with Gu Si. There is only one Gu Si. He and San Shao are two people. Where should they go? If the third young master never wakes up, will he have to play the role of the third young master and be his substitute for the rest of his life? No. Absolutely impossible. Neither pride nor emotion nor reason allowed him to do this. Lu Ziwen glanced at the dark room and thought of the imprisoned Zhang Junlin. Gu Si was not as crazy as Ji Sun. He probably would not end up like Zhang Junlin. Lu Ziwen looked away and glanced at the bookshelf. Most of them were medical related. Among the books, there are some investment and music related books, as well as some travel notes, paintings, etc. Gu Si has been involved in a wide range of books, and these books have all been read by the owner. There is a small corner, which is quite special. They are all psychology books. Each book is marked. Lu Ziwen frowned slightly, and Gu Si's voice came from upstairs, Lu Ziwen, it's time to have breakfast. Breakfast was very simple, just banana toast, a fried egg, and a cup of hot milk. When Lu Ziwen went upstairs, he picked up the character of San Shao with an unhappy expression on his face, Who is playing basketball with you? Classmate, Gu Si smiled and said Qinwan when Gu Si ran towards Lu Ziwen. She just took the basketball and left. She rented a house outside the school, in the community opposite Lanshan Villa. She went out from the south gate and walked to the school in 3 minutes, which was closer than Gu Si. What classmate? We have such a good friendship. We made an appointment to play basketball together at 6 o'clock in the morning. In order to play basketball with her, she even let me go. Lu Ziwen said sourly, It seems that this classmate you have an unusual friendship with you. More important than me. We were all rushing for the final exam recently and we made an appointment to review together. I didn't sleep all night. Gu Si pointed to the dark circles under her eyes. Did you see the dark circles under my eyes? I've become ugly. Lu Ziwen had long seen the dark circles under her eyes, and it looked like she had stayed up all night. We reviewed until 6 o'clock. We were really tired. Let's go to sleep. We couldn't fall asleep, so we went out to play basketball together. We plan to catch up on some sleep after exercising and see you again tomorrow. Gucci's words were perfect and without any flaws. Even Lu Ziwen couldn't find anything wrong with it. Lu Ziwen snorted coldly, but he kept thinking about Gucci's smile in his mind. He had rarely seen Gucci smile so focused and brightly. Even in front of the third young master, maybe it was because of her previous life, there was always a lifelessness in Gucci's eyes. Is it rare to see her so happy, and being with her peers made her forget her pain for a short time? Lu Ziwen, do you have any news about my brother? Gucci was afraid that Lu Ziwen would ask about Qin Wan's affairs and change the subject. Lu Ziwen's expression remained unchanged. No. Is there no news about Ji Sun? He's looking, but there's no news, Lu Ziwen lied without blinking. It was not his idea to imprison Zhang Junlin, it was Ji Sun's own initiative, but the effect is the same. Ji Huan will not kill Zhang Junlin, so he is too lazy to care about it. In addition, he has just learned Zhang Junlin's identity and has had countless grievances with him over the years. He does not want to care about Ji Huan and his affairs. How Ji Huan tortured Zhang Junlin has nothing to do with him. Gucci was worried. There has been no news about my brother. I am so worried about him. After the final exam is over, I want to go to Paris. Lu Ziwen. Gucci looks sad. If he doesn't come home during the new year, even if there is information, grandma, grandpa and uncle will definitely know that something happened to him. They are old and can't stand the excitement. Lu Ziwen's eyebrows twitched. What did Gucci mean? Are you testing him, warning him, or hinting that he must be released before the end of the year? Gucci frowned and asked Lu Ziwen, third brother, is third master in your mind? Aren't you two consciously connected? I think third master must know the truth when my brother is missing. Lu Ziwen said expressionlessly, since the car accident, our consciousness has been disconnected. He is not in my mind. I don't know anything about him. If I mention him again, I will get angry. Gucci. After a period of extreme pulling and testing, but with no results, Gucci's acting skills exploded. She held her cheeks in her palms and shed tears. The beauty shed tears. I felt pity for her, and big tears fell down like pearls. I dream about my brother being locked in a dark room, being whipped, tortured, and bleeding like a river. He keeps asking me for help. Lu Ziwen was stunned. What dream? They are not twins, do they still have telepathy? Are you still dreaming so accurately? Lu Ziwen didn't believe it at all, but Gucci's tears made her feel depressed, as if she had been stung by a bee. Is this heartache? It turns out that he is not hard-hearted, and women's tears actually work on him. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 263. Chapter 263 Husband, I'm so sleepy. Do you like Zhang Junlin so much? Lu Ziwen's voice was cold and hard, and he was very unhappy. No matter which character he was, he didn't like Zhang Junlin. There was no need to act. He has regarded Gu Chuan as his cousin since he was a child, and he has ignored you. I'm asking, you've only been brothers and sisters for a few months, and your relationship is so deep. The blood relationship is so wonderful. My brother has not liked Gu Chuan since he was a child. After we met, he has always loved me as if he were the apple of his eye. He is the man who loves me the most except my uncle. Wait a minute. Lu Ziwen couldn't help but interrupt her. What do you mean by the man who loves you the most besides your uncle? Am I not treating you well? Gucci looked at him with a subtle expression. After my brother and I met, in order to seek justice, I wanted to move and help me get the Lanshan villa. I asked for money and was given a huge sum of money. I was bullied by Gujawiun. People ridiculed me. He made me the largest shareholder of Wallen. I was always there for you. What about you? I took Guzio to live at your house, but you refused, even though you agreed that we would live downstairs. But I wasn't allowed to go upstairs. I pursued you, but you said you didn't like me. Racing was more important. After knowing that I also liked the third master, he kicked me out of the world. My brother greeted me every day and asked me for help. You and I had a cold war, comparing horizontally and vertically. You are not as good as my brother. Lu Ziwen put on the character of the third young master and sneered, Zhang Junlin is so good, why don't you like him? Stop being his sister, be his wife. The law doesn't allow it, Gu Si explained seriously. Who doesn't want a boyfriend or husband like his brother? Collateral blood relatives cannot marry within 3 generations. Lu Ziwen mocked, if the law allows it, you will get married. Ji Sun will kill you first, the kind that I can't even stop. Lu Ziwen sneered and said, 3 years ago, Zhang Junlin and Miss Du were on a blind date, and happened to attend a concert together. The next day, Miss Du was thrown into the river and almost drowned. The pianist a few months ago, Zhang Junlin's rumored girlfriend, someone tampered with her on the stage, broke a leg, and lay there for 2 months. You have to be lucky, you are my woman, otherwise. Even if you are a sister, Zhang Junlin has put so much thought into you, and you still have to break a leg. Ji Sun didn't dare to touch Gu Si. It doesn't mean you don't want to. He remembered that in order to support Gu Si, Zhang Junlin made Gu Si the largest shareholder of Wallen Bank. After Ji Xian had a meeting with him that night, he said something casual. Third master, Zhang Junlin is so kind to Miss Gu Si. Lu Ziwen warned him, Gu Si is not someone you can touch. Ji Huan was holding a cigar in his mouth, and his eyebrows were a little evil under the light. Lu Ziwen's heart skipped a beat, did you hear that? Third master, don't be so sensitive, I have a sense of proportion. When he meets Zhang Junlin, his principles will be broken and his sense of propriety will be swallowed up by himself. Gu Si chuckled. The recent love affair was sour and sweet, and she became more enlightened. Gu Si's little feet rubbed Lu Ziwen's calves under the dining table. Lu Ziwen, you look so cute when you are jealous. Don't nuzzle me, Lu Ziwen avoided her with red ears, and Gu Si nuzzled her again. Lu Ziwen dodged again, and Gu Si simply sat on his lap, hugged Lu Ziwen's neck and said, brother will always be my family, but you, are my sweetheart. She can keep secrets for Zhang Junlin and go through fire and water, and she can also fight through thorns and break into pieces for Lu Ziwen. Lu Ziwen was dazzled by the sweet words, and his heart became completely soft. Gu Si leaned against him, yawned, and fell asleep. Lu Ziwen saw that she was very tired and knew that she was not telling lies. She must have stayed up all night. I'll go back first, and you can catch up on your sleep. She grabbed Lu Ziwen and said, you sleep with me. I can sleep better by your side. Lu Ziwen glanced at her face and hesitated, but still nodded, okay. Gu Si found a set of loose pajamas for Lu Ziwen. Why do you have pajamas in my size? I'm waiting for you, you can spend the night at my house anytime. Lu Ziwen's ears turned red again, and he went to change clothes with a smile. Gu Si's phone rang, and Dr. North called, Xiao Si, I can almost locate Ji Xian's location. Do you want to rescue him? Gu Si arranged for 2 teams to rescue him at Ji Sun's old house. That place was where Ji Sun made a false shot and was not the place where Zhang Junlin was actually imprisoned. How come you suddenly have a position? Dr. North said, the master has always had a secret tracker on his body. It is very small and specially developed. There has been no signal these days. There was a little signal just now. Send me the location, don't alert the enemy, let me think about it. Good. Gu Si pondered, what would he do if he ordered a rescue and pressed Ji Sun? Ji Sun does things without rules, and Gu Si really doesn't dare to take a gamble. Now that she is imprisoning her brother, she is throwing a tantrum. At least the situation is calm and Ji Sun will not do anything to her brother. If you can't rescue him, then just create some trouble for Ji Sun and force him to leave. Gu Si sent 2 commands on her mobile phone. Lu Ziwen was outside the door and knocked, Xiao Si. Here it comes, Gu Si put away her phone and came out with a smile. Lu Ziwen was really Gu Si's talisman. With him sleeping with her and smelling the familiar scent, Gu Si fell asleep on the bed, which was very relaxing. Lu Ziwen didn't feel sleepy at all and kept looking at her sleeping face. Xiao Si has guessed that it was Ji Sun who imprisoned Zhang Junlin. Why did you stand still during this period of time and didn't even ask him a word? As she said, she loved Zhang Junlin very much and was afraid that something would happen to Zhang Junlin. She guessed that Zhang Junlin was in Ji Xian's hands, so she would definitely come to find him. But she didn't. Why? Lu Ziwen couldn't guess what she was thinking. She didn't seem to be in a hurry or anxious. In the past month, she had been busy studying, and even he paid little attention to it. Was she distracted by studying? Are you sure that Ji Sun will not harm Zhang Junlin? Is there some reason? Gu Si sleeps deeply and actively looks for heat sources. She likes to hug his waist. Every time she sleeps with him, Gu Si likes to hug his waist and nestle in his arms. This is a very attachment and dependence. Posture. Lu Ziwen was not a very protective man, but he was still aroused by her habitual actions. He couldn't help but think of the scene a few months ago when he coldly pressed her into the lake to sober up. How did he do that? Although Lu Ziwen could walk on the ground, he was still a little weak. After Gu Si fell asleep, he lay down with her and held her in his arms. Gu Si opened her eyes in a daze and saw him, kissing him coquettishly and flatteringly. Chest, honey, stop doing it, I'm so sleepy. Lu Ziwen. His hand was originally on her waist, and the two of them were hugging each other like conjoined twins. Lu Ziwen's cheeks turned red. What on earth was she dreaming about that made her say these words? Good night. End of this chapter. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 264. Chapter 264 Young Master, don't be fooled. Lonely with a man and a woman, living in the same room and sleeping on the same bed, Lu Ziwen soon realized that his self-control was not as strong as he imagined. Gu Si's words kept lingering in his ears. Husband, stop doing this. Was he so indulgent in his last life? Lu Ziwen's body had some shameful reactions. He took a deep breath to calm the restlessness in his heart. He lay upright like a corpse, and Gu Si fell asleep peacefully. Lu Ziwen looked at Gu Si with complicated emotions. He has a bad selfish intention, and he wants to occupy Gu Si. It seems good if the third young master never wakes up from now on. Because of such selfishness and knowing the evil, Lu Ziwen became even more painful. After Gu Ziu had lunch at Chen Liangdong's house, Chen Fei sent him home. Unexpectedly, he saw Li Zhang and Lu Ziwen's security team at the door of the house. Li Zhang stepped forward and asked, "Young master, have you grown recently, taller?" Gu Ziu looked at him coldly, maintaining the cool style of a young master. Li Zhang knew that he had lost his front teeth and was not talkative, so he didn't mind. Chen Fei greeted Li Zhang and returned to the station. Can he get out of bed? Gu Ziu barely moved his lips when he spoke, and the sound was kept in his mouth. Yes, third master can get out of bed. Gu Ziu frowned, if you're not recuperating around the world, what are you doing here? Li Zhang moved forward smartly and whispered, Miss Gu Si hasn't gone to Universal to see the third master recently. The third master was a little unhappy, so he secretly came to see her. In the morning, Miss Gu Si lied to the third master that he was very tired after studying all night. I wanted to catch up on my sleep, but the third master came here and found Miss Gu Si playing basketball with her classmates. It was called a Shura field. The lie was exposed on the spot, which was embarrassing. Guzio chuckled and asked with great schadenfreude, "Is he particularly angry?" "A little excited," Li Zhang said mysteriously. Guzio raised his eyebrows in confusion. "Excited?" Li Zhang was excited when he thought of Lu Ziwen pushing Gu Si to the tree trunk and kissing him. But the young master is a little flower of the motherland and he still doesn't understand. Li Zhang said, "He's a little angry." Tisk, Guzio walked in happily. The room was quiet. Guzio raised his eyebrows and called, "Mom." No one answered. Guzio glanced downstairs and saw no one. He went upstairs. Guzi's bedroom door was open. When Guzio walked to the door, he saw Lu Ziwen sleeping with Gu Si in his arms. Lu Ziwen also fell asleep. There was no sound in the room, and the gauze curtains were light and cozy. Guzio was startled. He had never seen his parents lying on the same bed taking a nap before, and he didn't know what kind of feeling it touched. His eyes turned red inexplicably. Guzio closed the door, leaned his back against the wall, and rubbed his eyes. How annoying. He said he was disgusted, but he couldn't hold back his smile. Family harmony was his lifelong wish. Dad and Mom would definitely live in harmony in the future, and there wouldn't be any more twists and turns, right? Oh, no. Mom now replaces my uncle and is in charge of the Udeo. The Udeo and Black Eagle are sworn enemies. Whether it is the ultimate Deo or the Black Eagle, they are all his enemies. Guzio chuckled, their family is suitable for playing palace scheming. Guzio whistled, walked out with an apple in his mouth, and called Li Zhang in to make tea. A tea set was prepared in Guzi's garden. Li Zhang boiled water to make tea. Guzio asked, "My uncle has got the news?" "No," Li Zhang brewed tea with his eyes and nose in mind, "Ji Sun is still looking." "Really?" Guzio gnawed at the apple. "Li Zhang, the consequences of lying to me will be serious." "Young master, every wrong is committed and every debt is held by the creditor. My words are what the third master means. If you want to take revenge, you must target the creditor accurately and don't anger innocent people." Li Zhang brought the boiling water over and made him black tea. Guzio said, "So, he is indeed imprisoned by Ji Sun. You know his whereabouts and sit back and do nothing. It would be terrible if my mother knew about this." "I didn't say that," Li Zhang said, "it's unfair, young master." "Add sugar." Guzio was very pleased to see his smooth tea-making movements. "This tea has sugar added, it's a waste of money." "You drink, or should I drink?" "How much to add?" 2 cubes of sugar. "Okay." Li Zhang made black tea and added sugar. Guzio drank it happily. "I heard that the new owner of the Jideo Dark Network is online. How do you feel about starting a financial war with him? Our third master is invincible." Guzio sneered, "Oh, you are so invincible. My uncle killed me to pieces." "Young master, I want to clarify this. The third master did it on purpose. He wanted to find out the details of the Jideo. Who knew that the background was so big? Most people wouldn't dare to think about it, right?" Li Zhang was very sure of Lu Ziwen's ability. "Did he figure it out clearly?" "Young master, you are not authentic. What are the clichés? I am your young master, shouldn't you tell me everything I know?" Li Zhang frowned and said honestly, "Young master, where is the third master above you? You have not inherited the family property, the third master has not abdicated, and you have no intention of seeking power and usurping the throne. I can't fully explain this. Otherwise, third master will kill me and throw me into the sea to feed the sharks. So cruel." That's not the case. I don't dare to breathe in front of the third master. It's better for the third master to take care of me. Gu Zhiu knew that he was not lying. He had seen Li Jiang being very cautious in his words and deeds in front of the third master several times. Young master, your National Security Bureau, don't you have any news about Zhang Junlin? Li Jiang asked with a smile. Black Hawk is our own property after all. If there is any inside information, why not reveal it? No, Gu Zhiu said coldly. His recent insinuations had aroused Chen Liangdong's suspicion, so he simply told the whole story. Chen Liangdong was very surprised by this matter. He used his own connections to investigate, but still had no clue. Young master, why don't you want to inherit the Black Hawk? Li Jiang didn't understand how many people dreamed of joining the Black Hawk, but the young master had the right time and place, but he didn't want to inherit. Gu Zhiu said calmly, I have to be trained by Qiuan, and I am ungrateful to join the Black Eagles. Li Jiang thought to himself, this is not ungrateful. He said with a smile, if you are not happy in Qiuan in the future, come to Black Hawk at any time. Get out, Gu Zhiu thought to himself, stop talking like a crow. Li Jiang said, young master, with all due respect, your temper is really hard to tolerate within the system. Then you wait and see, I will be the youngest Minister of National Security, Gu Zhiu snorted coldly. Li Jiang suddenly realized, Mr. Chen really has ulterior motives and actually groomed you to be his successor. He must have seen through your identity and deliberately groomed you to target Black Eagle. Young master, don't be fooled. You must be delusional. When the old man registered my household registration, he didn't know about my relationship with Lu Ziwen. End of this chapter. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 265. Chapter 265 Warm moments between father and son. What are you talking about? Lu Ziwen's voice came faintly from behind. When Gu Zhiu came back, he heard the noise and was reluctant to disturb the sleeping Gu Ci, so he did not say hello to Ziyu. But after they recognized each other, it was true that they had never gotten along well with his son. Lu Ziwen still couldn't control the closeness in his heart, so he still went downstairs to find Gu Zhiu. Li Jiang stood up and took credit and said, I was trying to persuade the young master to give up Qiuan and come to Black Hawk to develop, but unfortunately, the young master refused. Lu Ziwen chuckled. It was easier to figure out the third young master's character in front of his son than in front of Gu Ci. Why refuse? Gu Zhiu said expressionlessly, my dream is to protect my family and my country. Lu Ziwen. Jiang. The atmosphere was very subtly silent, with only the winter wind blowing ruthlessly. Li Jiang couldn't help but laugh, ha ha ha, young master, the first time I saw you, I thought you had an antisocial personality and would end up in jail sooner or later as a murderer. Gu Zhiu raised his eyebrows, oh, that man is very discerning. He indeed is. Jiang. Life is so long, don't you allow me to change my dream, Gu Zhiu asked provocatively. National security is very good, Lu Ziwen said. Gu Zhiu mocked, I knew you would feel good about it, because this way I can kill the third master. You are so scheming. Lu Ziwen. Li Jiang held back his laughter and it was very hard. This was not the first time that he heard the young master complain about the third master's scheming. My mother said, you will no longer be able to race cars, will you be sad? Gu Zhiu asked. He knew that the third young master's biggest wish was to race cars. The last race, the curtain call, was tragic and brilliant. Almost lost his life, but he won the global championship, which is the perfection within imperfection. Lu Ziwen's expression slightly condensed, yes. There will definitely be a big fuss. Even if his identity is exposed, San Shao will not care about him if he wants to race. Some people, for the sake of love and dreams, will put everything aside. Gu Zhiu. What does meeting mean? You don't know whether you will be sad or not. Lu Ziwen chuckled and said, it's very sad. You look quite happy. Gu Ziyu didn't understand. Li Zhang secretly thought, of course the third master is happy. After all, the third young master is the most dazzling man on the racing circuit. No one can resist his charm, and his firepower, and Gu Ci is no exception. Can't race, and the third young master can't turn on the screen, so the third master is naturally happy. A gust of cold wind blew by, and Lu Ziwen coughed twice. Gu Ziyu frowned and said, go in, it's very cold. Okay, Lu Ziwen was a little surprised. This child was also very uncomfortable caring about others. I don't care about you at all. Gu Ziyu tightly wrapped his down jacket, I'm the one who's cold. Gu Ziyu walked in with a blushing face, and Lu Ziwen followed him with a smile. Can you play chess? Lu Ziwen asked. Go backgammon. Lu Ziwen was silent for a long time. Shall I teach you how to play chess? Chen Liangdong is now training him in art, music, equestrianism, painting, etc., but has not yet taught him chess. As for chess, Gu Ziyu can only play backgammon, and Lu Ziwen doesn't want to play backgammon with him. Okay. There was no chess set at home, so Li Zhang went to buy a new pair. In addition to chess, he also bought International Chess and Go. Gu Ziyu once again lamented Li Jiang's emotional intelligence. If it were another person, he might have bought chess back. Li Jiang bought back all the chess that Lu Ziwen liked. He can think about what his boss wants, and he is a good subordinate. Why do you play chess? Gu Ziyu asked. Mom said you love nothing but racing. Your mother misunderstood me. Really? Gu Ziyu was curious. Then what else do you love? Music, art, covering a wide range of topics. Gu Ziyu raised his eyebrows in disgust. I look nothing like you. I feel like you are lying to me. Lu Ziwen. Li Zhang was overjoyed and watched quietly as Lu Ziwen taught Gu Ziyu how to play chess. When Gu Ci woke up, it was already afternoon. She was woken up by the voice of Gu Ziyu regretting his chess. Gu Ziyu made a wrong move and was eaten by Lu Ziwen. He hurriedly restored the chessboard. Don't count, don't count. I made a mistake. It is not a gentleman to regret a chess piece, Lu Ziwen said. If you make up your mind and leave your hand, you will have no regrets about your move. I am a 6-year-old boy, not a gentleman. No, no, no. Gu Ziyu wanted to regret his move, but his tone was very fierce. Lu Ziwen chuckled. It was the first time he enjoyed family time with his children. He felt a lot in his heart and was willing to break the rules and let Gu Ziyu regret his move. Who knew that Gu Ziyu regretted it once, but the second time he made a mistake, he regretted it again. Wait a minute. Gu Ziyu picked up the chess piece and looked thoughtful. Let me think for a few minutes. Lu Ziwen. Playing chess with your son is really detrimental to his demeanor. Li Zhang poured tea for Lu Ziwen and added a little sugar. The tastes of father and son were almost the same. Lu Ziwen was very patient and did not rush him and let him think about it. Gu Ziyu recalled the rules of chess in his mind and felt that he could play no matter where he played. It's a loss. You win, Gu Ziyu said angrily. You bullied me as a novice. I gave you 3 steps. At least 6 steps. Why didn't you say 10 steps? You won directly. I've played 5 games and lost 5 games. What's wrong with you giving me 1 game? Don't think about making progress. What did you say? Gu Ziyu raised his voice. Who doesn't want to make progress? You. I can't get off anymore, it's not fun. Gu Ci leaned on the railing upstairs. She smiled and watched the father and son chatting back and forth. This was the first time she saw the father and son getting along so harmoniously. Well, it was considered harmonious. As if feeling Gu Ci's gaze, Lu Ziwen raised his head and saw Gu Ci standing on the railing on the 2nd floor. He was stunned for a moment, then slowly smiled. Guzio said, "Mom, did I wake you up?" "No, I've had enough sleep." I came downstairs. "Are you playing chess?" "Mom, he bullied me." Guzio complained, "I am a beginner, and he killed me to pieces. He also scolded me for not wanting to make progress. I don't even have a doctorate, but he even scolded me for not wanting to make progress." Lu Ziwen did not expect that Guzio was an expert at complaining. If he were the third master, it would be difficult to argue. But the character of the third master is different. Lu Ziwen said, "You have been weaned for many years, and you still want to complain about such a trivial matter." Guzio was startled and said, "I'll sue you and make you mad." Lu Ziwen leaned back and smiled a little devilishly. "What should we do?" Xiaosai is not angry at all. "Mother. Okay, okay, I'll teach you later, and you'll definitely win against him." End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 266. Chapter 266. The truth loves and kills each other. Well, Guzio had a strong desire to win. "I will definitely study hard." Lu Ziwen looked at Gu Ci intently. Guzio got goosebumps all over his body and hurriedly ran upstairs. Li Zhang was more eye-catching than Guzio and left early. Gu Ci took the opportunity to sit next to him, naturally. She leaned forward and kissed him on the lips, but Lu Ziwen turned around and deepened the kiss. "You have just recovered from a serious injury. Is it okay to sit for such a long time?" Lu Ziwen said softly, "It hurts a little." After sitting for a long time, it was inevitable that he would feel uncomfortable. Gu Ci helped him sit on the sofa and leaned back. "Are you feeling more comfortable?" "Well, I'm fine. Did you sleep well?" Gu Ci nodded. "I can't avoid staying up late lately." "It'll be fine after next week. Zio seems to like you more and more." "He likes me," Lu Ziwen frowned. "I didn't see it." "He has the patience to play chess with you, and he already likes you very much." Lu Ziwen thought to himself, the little milk bag's liking was a bit different. Gu Ci still felt sorry for Xiao Ziu. "Don't bully him." "Am I bullying him?" Lu Ziwen was confused. "Are you too partial?" Gu Ci couldn't help laughing. Just as he was about to reply, the phone rang. Gu Ci walked over to answer the phone. Dr. North said, "Xiao Ci, Ji Sun was attacked by a bomb. The scene was in a mess, and the casualties are unknown." Gu Ci's heart sank. She walked a few steps outside and turned her eyes. She also saw Li Zhang hurried in and whispered something in Lu Ziwen's ear. Lu Ziwen's face changed drastically. Lu Ziwen stood up. Gu Ci said, "Master, wait a moment." Lu Ziwen said, "Xiao Ci, Universal is in a hurry. I'm going back first." "Good." Lu Ziwen took Li Zhang away in a hurry. Gu Ci asked, "Master, what's going on? Our people ambushed Ji Huan in the middle. During the melee, he was attacked by a bomb. Nick sent him to the hospital. Now is the best time to rescue. Ji Huan and Nick are not here. Do it." Gu Ci was also very decisive and straightforward. "Master, you disguise yourself and go with us. I don't trust them." "I know." Video of Lu Ziwen and Ji Sun. "How is the injury?" Ji Sun raised his hand and said, "It's not a problem caused by the shrapnel." The entire bandage was half red, but he looked nonchalant. The last time he was shot, he was not able to clean it well, and was scratched by shrapnel. This arm was prone to disasters. Lu Ziwen frowned. "Why is it that the news is that you were seriously injured and the death or injury is unknown?" "A little trick," Ji Xian smiled, clearly smiling, but his eyes were very sinister. like a hungry wolf that was provoked and wanted to kill all the enemies. I have something I want to ask for proof. Ji-sun, I don't want to ask about you and Zhang Junlin's affairs. Don't go too far. Lu Ziwen breathed a sigh of relief. He really thought something happened to Ji-sun, but he didn't expect that it was the smoke bomb released by Ji-sun. Ji-sun lost too much blood and his face was pale. He looked like crazy and said with a smile, "Third Master, you have never experienced the pain of asking for something but not getting it, so you don't understand." He hung up the video, but Lu Ziwen was startled. Did he not get what he asked for? He once thought that there was nothing in this world that he could not get, only things that he gave up voluntarily. Gu Si belonged to the third young master, but now, he could somewhat understand what Ji-sun felt. In Paris, Dr. North led a team of people to the place where Ji Huan hid Zhang Junlin. It was an old house built on the hillside. Dr. North had disguised himself by wearing a wig and pretending to be a man. 8 people sneaking into the old house quietly, Dr. North signaled, and the guards quickly searched the room. This is a team of people who will always protect Zhang Junlin in the dark. They will not show up unless there are special circumstances, and will rarely alert others. However, their skills are not inferior to those of Zhang Qiang and others. They are a suicide squad specially trained by the special department. We've searched it all, and there's no one, a man said in a deep voice. Is the signal positioning wrong? No, Dr. North said calmly, absolutely. Others understood it as soon as they heard it. The information soldier had already transferred the architectural drawings of the old house. There is a dark room here. Dr. North made a gesture, and the 8 people were divided into 2 teams, covering each other and going to the dark room. The dark room was 1 level below the basement. It was a dark room made of a stone door. The 2 of them were on guard at the door. Dr. North led people to search for hints. This is the dark room where Zhang Junlin was imprisoned, but the building was empty, and handcuffs were still on the bed. Dr. North picked up the handcuffs and there were blood stains on them. The master was imprisoned here before and was moved away by him. Boss, there is surveillance, one of them said in a deep voice. Dr. North looked up and saw the surveillance camera diagonally above him, which was flashing. Dr. North had an ominous premonition. Withdraw. Since people have moved away, they must evacuate, and it is not advisable to stay for a long time. At the same time, in another residence on the mountain, Zhang Junlin was handcuffed to a chair by Ji Huan. This was a specially made iron chair that was fixed on the ground and could not be moved. The surveillance on the wall showed the scene of Dr. North sending people to rescue Zhang Junlin. Junlin and Ji Xian seemed to have had a fight, and Zhang Junlin had some new injuries. Zhang Junlin, your people are so bold. Didn't you tell them not to intrude on other people's territory? Ji Sun's voice was cold and angry. One of his arms was wrapped in a bandage and he had lost too much blood. His face looked extremely pale. Although he was angry, he was smiling, sickly and scary. Ji Sun, stop, Zhang Junlin gritted his teeth and looked at him. Ji Huan held a remote control in his right hand. He tilted his head and smiled, please, brother, tell me that you will be obedient. Zhang Junlin's face turned red with anger, and his eyes were bloodshot. Ever since he was transferred by Ji Sun, he had a premonition that something was going to happen. After the last time they broke up, the remaining warmth between them was gone. Please, Ji Xian grabbed his hair and pulled it back, looking directly into his eyes. There is a locator in the ring. This is the gift you gave me, and you ruined it like this. Zhang Junlin, who was proud and arrogant, could cut off his head, bleed, and could not bend his back. He lowered his attitude for the first time and said, Ji Sun, please, let them go. Ha 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 ha. Ji Xian let go of him and burst into tears with laughter, crazy and indulgent, you actually begged me for them? In your heart, everyone is more important than me, right? Count Zhang Junlin, Everyone is. Are you praising you so much? I will let you watch them disappear. Ji-sun pressed the remote control and the whole house exploded. Stop, Jang Junlin's face changed drastically, but it was too late to stop Ji-sun. He could only watch the house explode. A group of guards did not know how many people came out. The anger beat his nerves. Jang Junlin felt that he had brought it upon himself. Unbearable pain, excruciating pain, nothing more than that. End of this chapter. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 267. Chapter 267, Kill 1000 enemies, damage yourself 800. His eyes were scarlet, his chest was rising and falling violently, he kept adjusting his breathing, and actually smiled slowly. Ji-sun, you'd better pray that you can lock me up for the rest of your life. As you wish, Ji-xian said softly in his ear, why not? He seemed to be enjoying Jang Junlin's anger. This man had been lying to him. His words were fake and his emotions were fake. But after breaking up, at least everything was true. He is no longer a cold robot, no longer the calm Jang Junlin. He is also angry, and he also feels pain. Ji-sun was in pain and pleasure, in pain and enjoyment. He killed 1000 enemies and suffered 800 losses. He no longer knew how to get along with Jang Junlin. Since there was no hope of falling in love with each other, let's kill each other. It's okay to torture each other. Watching Ji-sun come out exhausted, Nick couldn't help but said, Master, the explosion was an empty house, and it wasn't really Mr. Jang who killed Mr. Jang. Why do you need to torture Mr. Jang? You think I'm crazy too? I don't dare, Nick said softly, I have seen you and Mr. Jang entangled for so many years. Mr. Jang has always been soft-spoken but not tough. The more you torture him, the less likely you are to get what you want. Ji-sun fell to the side. This is the other courtyard on the top of the mountain. It is really full of tricks. Ji-sun looked at the fire in the fireplace with red eyes. Eat the soft and not the hard. Am I not soft enough? Isn't he humble enough? What else did Nick want to say? Ji-sun said angrily, get out. Yes, Nick didn't dare to say anything and turned around to go out. Ji-yoon opened the brandy on the table and drank 3 times of it in one breath. He didn't have the capacity to drink 1000 glasses without getting drunk. After 3 times of brandy, his face turned red. The corners of his eyes were dark red from the alcohol. Ji-sun still looked at a drunkard falling into the river with cold eyes, not squinting. He did not pity those who got into trouble due to drunkenness. A person's survival mode determines his behavior mode. When something goes wrong, getting drunk and making trouble, or getting into an accident while drunk is itself an irresponsible and weak behavior. But he eventually became the kind of person he hated the most. Nick looked out the window and was worried. Master, you have lost too much blood and you should not drink alcohol. Jang Junlin, who was locked up in a dark room, was no better than Ji-xian. The images of explosions kept swirling in his mind. He was helpless. The little wolf cub wanted to control his heart, but he couldn't stop it. Everywhere he lived, all have a dark room. The day before yesterday, he deliberately used the ring to provoke him again. Ji-huan finally took the ring out of the dark room. Jang Junlin did not expect that he would discover the mystery so quickly. This locator was just developed in China. Coincidentally, although it was developed in China, there were still some cooperative technologies, so it was completed in Paris. When he received the ring, he also received the locator. This locator is it is thin, compact, and not suitable to be placed anywhere. Jang Junlin's most commonly used accessories are watches and brooches. Brooches should be worn according to occasions, and you cannot wear one brooch every day. Then you can only wear a watch. It can be placed in the watch. It is too conspicuous. If something happens, the watch will be discarded first. After much thought, he can only put it in the ring. The size was just right, he took off the gem, hid the locator, and fixed it back. There are few locators on the market that can be placed in such a small ring, making it difficult to arouse suspicion. Zhang Junlin did not expect that Ji Sun would be so sensitive and find the clues. But the design of the ring is damaged and cannot be restored. After all, he and Ji Sun have known each other for many years, and they know each other well. The person who knows you best is not the person next to you, but your enemy. But he was his bedfellow and his enemy, and they knew each other too well. After Zhang Junlin became furious, he calmed down. He could not make another wrong step. It had been a month and a half, and within 3 months, he must regain his freedom. Xiao Ci is no match for Lu Ziwen. The G-Dao dark network must not be destroyed in his hands. This is a great trust of the country and the responsibility of the family. Zhang Junlin tested the hardness of the handcuffs, raised his head and glanced at the monitor above his head, his eyes slightly cold. Gu Ci was very surprised when she received the call from North, no one. The building is empty. The master should be locked in a dark room and has just been transferred. Dr. North said, there is a pile of materials in the refrigerator to make Buddha jump over the wall. It must be them. Gu Ci also knew it well, with a radius of 5 kilometers, I don't believe that I can't find it after a carpet search. Will it alarm Ji Sun? Dr. North said worriedly, I'm afraid of offending him and threatening the master's life. Life? Did you just say that the surveillance camera was on in the darkroom? Yes. Since the surveillance is on, Ji Sun can clearly see your actions. If he wanted to kill you, he would definitely do it. Why didn't he kill you? Dr. North said, this is also where I am confused. After confirming that the building is empty, I quickly take people out because I am afraid something will happen. Stop the rat trap, Gu Ci said, send people to search like a carpet. The bigger the array, the better. Why? Gu Ci sneered and said, Ji Sun left too quickly. He must not have gone far and must be nearby. We will search all over the place. He will not move until the battle gets bigger. As long as he transfers, my brother will have a chance. 20-4 hours of monitoring and being handcuffed again. No matter how much you have, you must be difficult to escape. You must let Ji Yan take Zhang Jun to move, and he cannot be kept in one place. I see. At the global center, Lu Ziwen knew very well what Ji Sun was doing. You need to move to a farther place. Within half an hour of your departure, their people came to the door. I guess you can't go very far. They must. I know how to search like a carpet. You can't hide in the mountains. I have a residence. You can take people there first. Clear. Lu Ziwen and Ji Sun had just finished the conference call. Li Zhang said, Third Master, Pei Chuying's plane has landed and I want to see you. About? Yes. Lu Ziwen looked at the knight with cold eyes. Pei Chuying dared to take the initiative to see him. It was really brave. Lu Ziwen asked Li Zhang to find a wheelchair. Li Zhang was puzzled. The third master wanted to use a wheelchair to see Pei Chuying? He has already moved freely. Although he was puzzled, he quickly finished it. Sidia was Lu Ziwen's territory, and it was Lu Ziwen who made the decision. He used serious injuries as an excuse to make an appointment at the racing track at the global center. Pei Chuying's heart sank. Her guard said, Master, the environment of the track is suitable for snipers to ambush. If he wants your life, you can't escape at all. It would be better to meet him in a downtown area. If Third Master wants my life, he won't go to such trouble, Pei Chuying said calmly, let's go. Yes. There was a chess piece in the dark web around the world, and the news was passed to Gu Ci almost immediately. Gu Ci sneered, and Qin Wan asked, what's wrong? Are your long-range marksmanship accurate? Within 500 meters, every shot will hit the mark. Let's go, Goosey Eye winked mischievously, I'll take you to play shooting. End of this chapter. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 268. Chapter 268 Falling flowers are intentional and flowing water is ruthless. Goosey Eye took Chinwan to the building opposite the Universal Circuit much faster than Pei Chuying came from the airport. Chinwan had a new sniper rifle and had found the best shooting position to set up the gun. After setting up the gun, Chinwan took out a cigarette, lit it and started smoking. She lazily leaned against the window and asked Goosey Eye, "Do you want to smoke?" Goosey Eye shook his head and looked at the track intently. Chinwan and Goosey Eye were both dressed in night clothes. Their body shapes were quite similar. Their hair was tied behind their heads. From behind, they looked like they were copied and pasted. "Are you addicted to smoking?" Goosey Eye asked. Chinwan shook his head, "When I'm on a mission, I like to smoke. Don't I have to smoke one when offering incense and visiting graves? She would die when she was on a mission. Lighting a cigarette would be like visiting his grave and sending him on his way." How considerate of her. Goosey Eye was amused, what she said made sense and she couldn't refute it. Li Zhang pushed Lu Ziwen to appear on the runway. Goosey Eye saw it with a telescope, and he was still in a wheelchair? Chinwan put out the cigarette, squeezed it out with his bare hands, put it in his pocket, set up the gun, and observed the environment. "I feel like, the third master is fishing. Aren't we the ones being caught?" "It's a bit like it," Goosey Eye chuckled, her eyes falling on Lu Ziwen. After he was used to acting during this period of time, he was a little uncomfortable looking at the cold third master. "The environment is safe for the time being," Chinwan said, "no snipers were found. When you shoot, be precise and don't hit him." Goosey Eye looked at Chinwan and said, "Although he is my brother's enemy, he is my sweetheart." Chinwan chuckled lightly, "Goosey Eye, it's 300 meters away from here. Don't worry, the bullet can't miss unless he's a hero and saves the beauty and blocks the bullet himself, then that's a different matter." Goosey's face darkened. The hero saves the beauty and blocks the bullet for Pei Chuying. Goosey Eye sneered, "If he dared, he would never live." "You didn't kill Pei Chuying, why did you come to attack her?" Chinwan asked in confusion. Goosey's order was to hit Pei Chuying's legs, not to kill her. "I want to make sure of one thing." Goosey Eye chuckled and said, "It's okay, just listen to me. Snipers like this environment so much. The track is so big and there are no obstructions. It is really suitable for shooting," Chinwan said casually, "the ugly words are ahead. If the third master is not afraid of death to block bullets, then he is not me. The pot. That hit, he deserves it." Chinwan nodded and gave a thumbs up, "If you behave like a master, love is just a cloud in my eyes. When a man dies, replace him with another one. There are many." Pei Chuying's car soon appeared in Universal. A guard accompanied her towards Lu Ziwen. The guard was stopped by Li Zhang, and Pei Chuying walked towards Lu Ziwen alone. Pei Chuying is such a brave artist. She planned a car accident and almost killed the third master. Aren't she afraid that the third master would kill her? Chinwan raised her eyebrows and suddenly realized when she saw the look in Pei Chuying's eyes at Lu Ziwen. "Ah, I understand, this is your love rival, Goosey Eye. She doesn't deserve it." "That's true. If I were a man, I would choose you, you are beautiful," Goosey Eye chuckled. These words were similar to what Zhou Jinjin had said before. On the track downstairs, Pei Chuying had walked up to Lu Ziwen and knelt down suddenly. Everyone was startled. Except for Lu Ziwen. When Pei Chuying raised her head again, she had tears on her face. "I felt pity for her, third master, I'm sorry, this car accident was not my intention. I am here to atone for my sins. If you want to kill or behead me, please do as you please." Chinwan and Gu Si looked at each other. Good guy, he knelt down when he asked. It really shocked people. Chinwan said, she has been pretending to be crazy and stupid for several years, but her mental quality is really good. This also reflects one thing from the side. The third master is really a bit scary. At least he is very stable when he is in charge. Ji-sun and Rong Li can be used by him. It takes a lot of effort. Atonement, Lu Ziwen put one hand on the armrest of the wheelchair, looking very lazy. We have different ways and we don't want to conspire with each other. You want to get out of my control. It's human nature, what's the crime? Pei Chuying trembled all over. It's the order of the Dark Master. I have no choice but to follow it. There are two masters of the Ji-Dao, one bright and one dark. The bright master has no real power and is just a financial tool controlled by the dark network. The Ji-Dao has been dead for 10 years. The third master, I am afraid. The third master, I am afraid of becoming the fourth soul killed by his sword. I can only obey his orders. I have made a fatal mistake. Please forgive me. From now on, I will go up the mountain of swords and the sea of fire. I will listen to you without any hesitation. Lu Ziwen looked at Pei Chuying thoughtfully. She is smart, but it's a pity that her will is too weak, so she betrayed the Ji-Dao dark network so easily. Lu Ziwen sneered and asked, there is also a dark network in the Ji-Da, how come I didn't know about it? Before Pei Chuying came, he had heard the news. Lu Ziwen already knew about the Ji-Dao dark network. It has always existed. No matter how many sect masters the Ji-Dao changed, it was all a matter of one word from him. Then tell me, who is the Dark Master? Lu Ziwen's voice was as cold as the night. I don't know. Pei Chuying had tears in her eyes, trying to get closer to him pitifully. Lu Ziwen frowned, stay away from me. Pei Chuying cried pitifully, Third Master, everything I said is true. I have done something sorry for you and I regret it deeply. I have liked you for many years and I dare not hide this from you anymore. I'm not interested in your personal feelings, Lu Ziwen said indifferently. Pei Chuying, since you have surrendered, you must be sincere. You don't know who the secret master is, so you come to see me. I almost died in a car accident. If you want to repay, there is a racing car over there. Don't wear protective clothing, go through the curve at 350 km per hour, life or death depends on you, I believe you. Pei Chuying's face changed drastically, and she finally knew why Lu Ziwen asked her to meet at the track. It turned out to be that ordinary people would faint when the speed reaches 350 km per hour, let alone cross the curve. If you are not a racing driver who has been training hard for more than 10 years, you can't do it at all. Pei Chuying kowtowed and said, Third Master, I was wrong. I will help you find out the mastermind, whoever it is. I will make up for it, believe me, I will definitely be able to do it. Lu Ziwen was unmoved and turned his wheelchair further away from her. Pei Chuying, the Ji-Da sent you to City A. You are useless. You knew you were forced to a dead end and came to me for shelter. Pei Chuying, why are you pretending to be so big? Where is the tail wolf? Zhang Junlin has been supporting you and training you. If you are really loyal to me, why didn't you tell me earlier? Pei Chuying was not embarrassed after being exposed. This was an obvious thing. She couldn't hide it from Lu Ziwen. The Zhang family and the Pei family are family friends, and he is the brother of a family friend. I don't think it is important. The ultimate is finance. The system itself has to cooperate with Hualin. We have some business dealings. The person I am most loyal to is you. If you make any lies, I will be struck by lightning. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 269. Chapter 269. A lifetime, one person. Pei Ying, as you said, either surrender with something practical, or, get in the car, run around, choose one of the two, your loyalty is worthless. Ji Sun, wrong Li Zhang, which one is not better than are you capable and loyal? If you don't have the status of the Lord of the ultimate way, what do you have to be worthy of being commanded by me? You are not worthy. Pei Ying knew that he was always cold and spoke mercilessly, but she still felt a burning pain on her face. She didn't know who the Dark Master was, and Lu Ziwen didn't have the patience to wait for her. She can only get in the car, run around and prove herself. Qin Wan recited their conversation to Gu Si in detail. It's so cruel. It's hard for ordinary people to control that racing car. It has to go through corners at 350 degrees. Isn't it going to cost her her life? Gu Si felt a little relieved. Can you lip read? I have been mute for a few years, and I have learned some sign language and lip language, Qin Wan said nonchalantly. Gu Si, do you think Pei Ying can race a car? She is not stupid even though she knows there is a dead end. Qin Wan said, the third master's attitude, I can't figure it out. Is he really going to kill Pei Ying? A man's heart is like a needle in the sea, who knows, after all, we have been childhood sweethearts for more than 10 years. Qin Wan. Third Master, the Dark Master sent me to City A. It's true that I am useless, but he wants you to kill me, so you do what he wants. You have been fighting with him for several years, and you just do what he wants? Pei Ying said, I am still the master of Ji-Dao. If Chen Rishi betrays you, I can take his place and be your minion. Third Master, I love you deeply. Shut up, Lu Ziwen scolded in disgust, not wanting to hear what Pei Ying said about his emotions. I know you have superpowers and can teleport, so you will be safe and sound, Pei Ying said swornly. You can do it even during the day, right? Lu Ziwen narrowed his eyes. Who told you? Third Master, no matter who told me that third young master died in a car accident, it is a good thing for you to be reborn. Are you willing to hide in the dark forever without seeing the sun? Pei Ying said affectionately, I am helping you. Now that you have taken back control of your body, you will no longer be controlled by anyone else. Lu Ziwen didn't want to fulfill the wish of the Dark Lord of the Jida, so he deliberately sent Pei Ying in front of him, just hoping that he would kill Pei Ying, but Pei Ying really disgusted him. Pei Ying, you are really. You are so bold that you can no longer describe her, and you insist on going your own way, you know? He and I live together, but we don't kill each other. I never want to erase his existence. He has been brilliant and dazzling since he was a child, and he will always live in the sun. I have a childhood sweetheart, why do you let him disappear? I'm doing it for you, Pei Ying said sadly. I hope you can be healthy and be a normal person. After retelling the dialogue between Pei Ying and Lu Ziwen, Qin Wan asked Gu Si, after the third master's car accident, he has been alone. Your boyfriend is gone. Did you know? I know, Gu Si's voice was a little sad. Qin Wan was surprised. Then you, still kissed him? Gu Si said, whether it is the third master or the third young master, in my heart, they are all the same person. That's awesome. You can live a reasonable life of one wife and two husbands. You are the winner in life, Qin Wan was fiercely envious. I also want a gorgeous lover to fall in love with, and a calm and reliable husband to fall in love with. Dependence, tut tut tut. Gu Si, then don't you miss him? Think about it. Gu Si's eyes were a little red, but she didn't dare to ask. If the third master knew about it, she would have seen through it on the first day, and maybe he would not play the role of the third master anymore. If he stopped acting, it would be difficult for her to see him. She couldn't accept it. Now like this, at least she can look at him. Pei Chuiying, you are really capable of bending and stretching. To kneel down and beg someone in such humiliation, I wouldn't be able to do it, Qin Wan said softly. Gu Si could clearly see Pei Chuiying's pitiful face through the magnifying glass, which was particularly tender. Touching, I know why you transferred Pei Chuiying to City A. Why? Kill someone with a borrowed knife, Qin Wan said. Pei Chuiying succeeded in assassinating the third master in just one step. She has a very high prestige in the Yuda. If you kill her, it will definitely affect the high-level people of the Yuda financial system. If you let her go, you will Ji Ying, so I borrowed a knife to kill her. You want to see if the third master will kill her. Gu Si smiled and said nothing. Qin Wan blinked and said, Gu Si, you are jealous. Lu Ziwen doesn't like Pei Chuiying at all, why should I be jealous? What you are jealous of is not a certain person, but a specific period of time. The third master once brought Pei Chuiying back from hell. What you are jealous of is their period of time. Qin Wan covered her mouth and smiled. Could it be that he also brought Pei Chuiying back from hell? You were brought back from the abyss, so you are jealous and murderous because this unique emotion is not unique to you. Gu Si's pupils narrowed. Qin Wan was a flaming rose, cunning and changeable, and extremely smart. He could see through the darkest corners of Gu Si's heart. So what? Gu Si frankly admitted her darkness and jealousy. Qin Wan didn't look away from the scope, and said with a chuckle, you really love the third master miserably. Fortunately, he likes you. If he didn't like you, wouldn't you go crazy? Gu Si was silent, she almost went crazy. We are as beautiful as flowers, well educated, and determined. There are many men, so why hang ourselves on a tree? If you wave, men will line up for you to choose from. It's not a problem to have a harem. I am different. I believe that one person is my whole life. Qin Wan murmured to himself, this is nothing like the master. Third master, can I get in the car and run around, life or death, and you can forget about it? Pei Chuiying gritted her teeth, and she knew that Lu Ziwen was right. To the enemy, you will always retaliate against your enemies and treat them in the same way as you treat them. Lu Ziwen was silent and looked at her with cold eyes. Pei Chuiying gritted her teeth and walked towards the racing car. Qin Wan and Gu Si looked at each other. Pei Chuiying also took the magnifying glass and said, she really chose the racing car. Gu Si frowned. According to the information she investigated, Pei Chuiying could not drive a racing car. If he followed Lu Ziwen's request, the car would be destroyed and everyone would be killed. Pei Chuiying's bodyguard wanted to rush over to stop him, but was kicked away by Li Zhang. Masters don't interfere in the matter, understand? Pei Chuiying got into the racing car and fastened her seat belt. She didn't cry in front of Lu Ziwen at all, and the corners of her lips slowly raised into a proud smile. She likes Lu Ziwen very, very much. She will also pay attention to Lu Ziwen's games. She knows that the third master and the third young master are not the same person, but she can't avoid paying attention to the third young master. That is Bai Yueguang, who is at the top of the world and is being chased. Who wouldn't be tempted? End of this chapter. Shocking. She came back with a smaller version of the boss. Author, and knows. Chapter 270. Chapter 270. Father and son kill each other. Gu Si said that she loved the third young master and the third master. Pei Chuiying sneered and firmly believed that she only liked the third master. But if she did not like the third master and was not jealous of Gu Si, she would not want to kill Gu Si. Dual personality, one person with two souls. What does the love and hatred of the third young master have to do with her? However, too much attention made her focus on the third young master. He was a proud and shining man who could not take her eyes away when she was concerned about him. He is different from third master, but equally charming. Pei Chuiying already knew the third master, but she didn't know the third young master well enough. She had waited until Gu Ci was dealt with before slowly developing a relationship with the third young master. She wanted the third master, and she also wanted the third young master. Therefore, she studied the social relations of the third young master and found out his interests and hobbies. For this reason, she also hired a coach to teach her how to race. She is brave, careful, smart, and has a body of the quality of an agent. It was not particularly difficult. Before she came to see the third master, she had never thought that the third master would retaliate and ask her to run a lap on the track, but she had to prepare herself. If it didn't work, she would take the initiative and save her life. One life, this is what she wished for. Gu Ci and Qin Wan were both looking at Pei Qiuying through binoculars, and naturally saw her proud smile. This woman changes her face so quickly. 1 second she was just being mean, and the next second she was vicious and vicious. Qin Wan asked with great interest, guess whether the third master had expected her a long time ago. He knows how to drive a racing car and deliberately spared her life. After all, if I were him, I would not kill Pei Qiuying as the Dark Lord of the Dark Lord wished. It's up to him to think about it or not, Gu Ci said calmly. As the 350 turned around the corner, Pei Qiuying came to the rescue. In the blink of an eye, Gu Ci already had a countermeasure, put on the silencer, and when she goes through the curve, knock her out. She wanted Pei Qiuying to suffer the same sin that Lu Ziwen suffered. Okay, Qin Wan snapped his fingers. Within 500 meters, Qin Wan did not need to observe the hand. He had already aimed at Pei Qiuying, measured the distance and wind speed, and calculated the impact point of the bullet. Generally, sniper rifles are very noisy, so snipers will not install silencers. After all, sniping relies on accuracy. Silencers will increase the weight of the sniper rifle, affect the speed of the bullet, and reduce the accuracy. It doesn't matter if you take a car, after all, the goal is huge. God is good. Even though it is cold winter, the wind and waves are calm. Pei Qiuying started accelerating as soon as she got on the track. She did not accelerate to 300 in the first lap. On the second lap, she accelerated suddenly and reached 350 an hour. When she turned a corner, she went a little off, but she was forced to pull her back. Li Zhang frowned. Third master, she has learned it before. Although not professional enough, I can handle it for a circle. Lu Ziwen was silent. The Dark Master of the Ji-Dao sent her to him, just hoping to kill someone with a knife. He didn't want to do what he wanted. It has always been him who digs the hole, and others jump out of it. It is impossible for others to dig the hole, and he jumps out of it. When Pei Qiuying passed the last corner, he could no longer control his smile. Lu Ziwen sensitively smelled the smell of gunpowder smoke. It was a kind of sensitivity unique to people who have been under high pressure all year round. It was a kind of penetrating wind, the sound that threatens life. Qin Wan's bullet hit Pei Qiuying's car and hit her tire. Pei Qiuying was going through a corner. It was difficult to control the car. The moment the bullet hit, the car turned over as soon as the front of the car turned and rolled on the track. After a few laps, he fell towards the guardrail. Li Zhang, Why did Pei Qiuying suddenly overturn? The silencer tube is the latest model, which reduces the sound to a great extent. Qin Wan and Gu Ci are upstairs, and Li Zhang and the others are downstairs, so they cannot hear the sound of the sniper rifle. Wow! Qin Wan stood up and blew smoke from the barrel of the gun. His posture was bright and lazy. It's a pity that a silencer has been installed. The accuracy is a bit worse and the lethality is reduced. That's enough, Gu Ci sneered and said, what I want is to fire a shot, not to kill her. However, at the moment Pei Qiuying overturned the car, a bullet also penetrated the wind and shot towards Lu Ziwen. Opposite, the sniper shoots accurately and does not have a silencer. Lu Ziwen stood up quickly. Li Zhang rushed over and knocked the person down. The bullet hit the wheelchair. Lu Ziwen was recovering from a serious injury and could not teleport. He looked in the direction of the shooting. The bullet missed Lu Ziwen. Gu Si's eyes trembled violently. Find it? Qin Wan just bent down to look for the sniper in the building opposite, and suddenly pressed Gu Si's head. The bullet penetrated the glass in front of them, and the glass shattered to the ground. Qin Wan used his body to protect Gu Si, and said in a deep voice, "The location is exposed, let's go." Gu Si couldn't look at Lu Ziwen anymore, and just hurriedly said that Lu Ziwen should be fine. Qin Wan dismantled the sniper rifle, packed it in the box, and quickly left the floor with Gu Si. Gu Si smashed the emergency equipment box in the safety passage and pressed the fire alarm. The alarm sounded throughout the building. The crowded crowd ran outside the building. Gu Si and Qin Wan mingled with the crowd and walked down in an orderly manner. Go directly to the underground parking lot. The motorcycle parked in the underground parking lot, and the two quickly left the parking lot of Global Building B. Inside the Global Center, Lu Ziwen said in a deep voice, "Find him." Yes, Li Zhang had immediately sent people to look for snipers. There were 4 buildings around the Global Center track, ABCD, and 3 small high-rise buildings. The bullet that hit Lu Ziwen was fired from Building C. Even though the sniper who shot Pei Chuying had a silenced gun, Lu Ziwen could tell that he came from Tower A. Li Zhang immediately sent people to Tower C. Lu Ziwen's guards didn't care who wanted to kill Pei Chuying, they only cared who want to kill Lu Ziwen. "Third Master, are you okay?" Lu Ziwen waved his hand and glanced at the direction where Pei Chuying overturned the car. "Call an ambulance." "Good." Li Zhang went to call an ambulance. There was a serious accident on the track. The medical team of the Dynasty Racing team also came over and gave Pei Chuying first aid. Lu Ziwen glanced at the wheelchair, and his eyes were filled with thick ink. He was not concerned about Pei Chuying's life or death. He didn't care, there were 3 bullets fired on the track tonight, and he had to check every one of them. Lu Ziwen had a sullen face and returned upstairs to Universal. "Li Zhang, how do you manage your security? Why did 2 groups of killers come to Universal?" Li Zhang broke out in a cold sweat and was very panicked. "Third Master, our daily responsibility is the security of building ABCD is an office building with mixed personnel, making it impossible to investigate. There has been no shooting incident since the establishment of the Global Center. This must be the case. There is something fishy, give me some time and I will find out. Within 1 day, I want the results." Yes. The impact of this incident was very bad. Lu Ziwen did not expect that anyone would dare to take action on his territory. The methods of the Dark Master of the Yakuza were very radical and risky. This was not like a calm person in power who was sitting firmly in the rear. He and Pei Chuying have a grudge. If something happens to Pei Chuying on his territory, whether he is alive or dead, he will be blamed. The relationship between the Jida and Black Eagle has become so bad. Black Eagle has no scruples, but the Jida is different. Guess who shot Lu Ziwen? End of this chapter.